Welcome to our exploration of the biblical account in Genesis 19:30-37. This passage is often associated with the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, two places that have become infamous for their wickedness and ultimate destruction. As we delve into this text, it's essential to approach it with a willingness to learn and understand the context in which these events unfolded. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah is not just a tale of judgment, but also a reminder of God's love and mercy towards His people. Genesis 19:30-37 provides a unique perspective on the lives of Lot and his daughters, who were spared from the devastating fate that befell their cities. We'll examine how their experiences serve as a microcosm for the broader themes present in this biblical account. The narrative within these verses is rich with symbolism, foreshadowing the consequences of sin and the importance of faithfulness to God's will. Carefully considering the events described in Genesis 19:30-37, we can gain a deeper understanding of the human condition and our relationship with the divine. Throughout this exploration, we'll draw on expert insights and biblical scholarship to provide context and clarity to the passage. Our goal is not only to analyze the text, but also to appreciate its timeless relevance and application in modern life. Biblical context and key passages. As we explore Genesis 19:30-37, it's essential to understand the broader context in which these events unfolded. The cities of Sodom and Gomorrah were renowned for their wickedness, as described in earlier chapters of Genesis 13:20-33. God's judgment on these cities serves as a stark reminder of His justice and mercy. One of the key passages related to our focus on Genesis 19:30-37 is Isaiah 41:10, which reminds us that, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God." This passage speaks directly to the theme of fear and trust in God's presence. The concept of fearlessness in the face of adversity is a recurring motif throughout Scripture. The narrative of Lot and his daughters provides a compelling case study on the human response to crisis. In Genesis 19:30-37, we see how Lot's family navigates the aftermath of Sodom's destruction, and their actions raise important questions about faithfulness, obedience, and the consequences of sin. Some key takeaways from this passage include the importance of trusting in God's sovereignty, even in the face of overwhelming adversity, Genesis 19:26-27. Need to prioritize faithfulness over fear, as exemplified by Abraham's response to God's call, Genesis 22:1-14. As we delve deeper into Genesis 19:30-37, we'll examine the symbolic significance of Lot's actions and their implications for our understanding of God's character. By exploring this passage in its biblical context, we can gain a richer appreciation for the timeless themes that underlie it. Meaning and key themes in Genesis 19:30-37, the narrative of Lot's daughters offers a poignant portrayal of human nature in the face of crisis. As they navigate their new reality outside Sodom, they demonstrate remarkable resilience and adaptability. Their decision to get their father drunk and have children with him raises complex questions about morality, consent, and the consequences of sin, Genesis 19:32-33. This episode serves as a powerful reminder that even in times of great upheaval, human behavior can be marked by both admirable courage and distressing weakness. At its core, Genesis 19:30-37 is a story about the search for identity and belonging. Lot's daughters are driven to ensure their family's survival, but they also seek connection with their ancestral heritage. Their actions, though morally ambiguous, reveal a deep-seated desire for continuity and meaning. The passage also touches on the theme of legacy, as Lot's children become the ancestors of two prominent nations, Moabites and Ammonites. This underscores the significance of family history and the lasting impact of individual choices on future generations. One key takeaway from this passage is the importance of acknowledging and grappling with the complexities of human nature. By examining the motivations and actions of Lot's daughters, we can gain a deeper understanding of our own capacity for both good and evil. The story in Genesis 19:30-37 also highlights the ongoing struggle between faithfulness to God's will and the allure of self-preservation. As Lot's family navigates their new reality, they must confront the consequences of their choices and decide whether to prioritize obedience or personal interests. Practical application today, the narrative in Genesis 19:30-37 offers valuable insights for contemporary readers seeking to live out their faith in a rapidly changing world. One key application is the importance of prioritizing trust in God's sovereignty, even when faced with uncertainty or adversity. In today's culture, it's easy to get caught up in anxiety and fear-mongering. However, Genesis 19:30-37 encourages us to look beyond our immediate circumstances and fix our eyes on the unchanging character of God. Hebrews 13:8. Another practical application is the need for intentional community and support networks. Lot's daughters demonstrate remarkable resourcefulness in the face of hardship, but they also highlight the value of having a strong support system to draw upon during times of crisis. In our own lives, we can learn from the example of Lot's family by prioritizing relationships and building connections with others who share our values and faith commitments. This can provide a powerful source of strength and encouragement in the face of adversity. As we reflect on Genesis 19:37, it's clear that this passage has much to offer those seeking wisdom for living in today's complex world. By embracing its timeless themes and lessons, we can cultivate greater resilience, trust, and faithfulness in our own lives. In conclusion, as we conclude our exploration of Genesis 19:30-37, it's essential to reflect on the timeless themes that underlie this passage. The narrative of Lot and his daughters serves as a poignant reminder of the human condition, with all its complexities and contradictions. Their story raises important questions about faithfulness, obedience, and the consequences of sin. It also highlights the ongoing struggle between trusting in God's sovereignty and succumbing to fear and self-preservation. In today's world, these themes remain just as relevant as they were in ancient times. As we navigate our own crises and uncertainties, we can learn from the example of Lot's family by prioritizing trust in God's character and building strong relationships with others who share our values and faith commitments.